What is up, everybody? Episode 2. Back here at the so-called shop. Let me show you guys what I've done since we've left off last. There she is. The only thing that's left in here now is the chassis harness, or some people call it the headlight harness. Boosters out, AC lines are out, all the brake lines are gone. We're going to be using the Chase Bay's ABS Delete. Decided to just keep the booster into mint condition. It looks great. I don't even have to fucking paint it unless he wants to. But we are doing the ABS Delete for sure. On IS300s, it's kind of mandatory if you're going to do turbo, and keep the battery inside of the stock location. Other than that, yeah, I'm just going to pull the fenders off. See the best way to run these harnesses inside of the fender, outside of the engine bay, so it gives a much cleaner look. I'm not going to shave anything. All the holes are still going to stay there in case the owner ever wants to put, you know, the wire harnesses back inside. Or all these mounting holes are going to stay. They're going to remain. Harnesses are going to get tucked. This one that runs across, I'm going to keep it in the factory location, which runs along that. You don't really see it that much with the engine in. It's just nice and low. But the ones that go across here on both sides, I'm going to put them inside the fender. So the battery's going to stay here. This fuse box, it's kind of big and bulky. Obviously can't fit that behind the fender, so I'm just going to keep it in the stock location, which is like right here in front of the battery. This fuse box, it's pretty slim. I might be able to get away with putting it behind the fender, but worst case scenario, it goes right here. I might just leave it. Just have to extend these wires here so that they can come up maybe out of this hole and go up. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play by ear. This comes out. What's nice about this unbolting, thank you Lexus, Toyota, is that after everything is all painted and looking nice, with this removed, the engine can just go straight back with the transmission. That way, going from the top and then down and having to angle it through here, I don't have to worry about scratching the firewall or the transmission tunnel or anything else. You know, with the engine going straight back, it reduces any damage to the paint or whatnot. So
smoke. Smoke.
I live the life I deserve. Bless. Fuck a vacay, I feel better at work. I mean whatever it's worth. I give whatever I'm worth. For my niggas who gon' go to hell and back. For me, I'ma give them heaven on earth for a hell of a check. Yeah, whichever come first. Blessings on blessings on blessings. Look at my life, man, that's lessons on lessons on lessons. I treat the beat like it's a reverend. I tell the truth like Father, forgive me. These are all my confessions, man. This wasn't luck, it was destined. I done lost homies who've been with me since Ed and Eddie, who flip like confetti. And then when you back, they back to call you dog. That shit can get petty. Bitch, don't get no dap to me, nigga. Funny thing about talking behind my back is that it just keep coming back to me, nigga. Was off for a sec, now it's back to me, nigga. You mad at me? This ain't what I want, man. This what it had to be. This is that late night working after 3, man. This is why my old girl was mad at me. This why I'm your majesty, man. The click is the tightest, the pussy the tightest, the drinks are the coldest, the future the brightest, the feet not divided, the love is divided, and I just gotta thank God that we got it. Bless. I don't know what I would do without a crew look like we.
So IS300 fender removal, sorry. You have to remove the weather stripping, which is here, held on my clips. Now for these clips, you kind of feel they're long ways. You stretch, you pull it off of the clip on one side, then you pull it the other way. And it should come right off without breaking any of it. Then you have a bolt here, a bolt up here, come down. You're gonna have a bolt here and 2 nuts. And then on the inside, focus, a nut on this, which goes through that. Then you're gonna have to open the door and you're gonna have a bolt right there. After that, this fender should just come right off with ease. I gotta be careful with this so not to damage it. I'm just going to set it in the grass here for now. There it is. Now, for the wiring harness, I might have to make this hole bigger, which is right down there. Make that bigger with a hole saw. The harness come out of here and then bend right through there, through this hole, and just tuck it up all the way in here. All the way in here. Might come down, or might use the hole saw to do another hole here and go back into the engine bay for the headlights and airbag and ABS. Well, ABS can continue to run down here. This is for traction control. I got a lot of work ahead of me. I have to figure that out. So I'm gonna have to delume all of this. That's for a subwoofer the previous owner had. That's gonna come out. But this is it right here. I'm gonna have to delume all of this. This is gonna have this smaller fuse box. This, I can't remember what this is, but there's another plug for the igniter that goes right here. This might be the injector driver, actually. Yeah, the injector driver is here. Igniter goes bolted here. Over there's a fuel pump controller. But this side has the most shit on it. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, because the ECU factory location sits like right here. So these are all the chassis plugs that go to the ECU, and then the majority of everything else. This is for the headlight. This goes across the front for the AC pressure switch. These two are the horns. Not really too concerned about that. You have here, this is the plug for the washer fluid tank. That's going to take that out. This is ABS. I think this guy here is the fog light. Yeah, a stupid little diagnostic port. I don't know why Toyota kept doing that. This side was the fuel pump controller, which is right here. These two relays, not sure exactly what they do. If somebody knows, drop a comment, please. I'm not going to fuck with them until I find out for sure exactly what they do. These go to the ABS pump. Those are gone. Again, you know, headlight, fog light, airbag sensor that's coming out. The owner pretty much took out all the airbags except for the passenger one because it already has bride seat and a Nardi steering wheel. So as far as airbags, I really don't think there's anything left unless does the A and B pillars. I can't remember. I have to look that up. But anyways, I don't know. It's not going to work anyway regardless because the steering wheel is missing. So I don't plan on putting the airbag sensors back in. The plugs, the airbag plugs, I'll leave them there. I'll just tuck them somewhere. Here's the sensor for the airbag, for the crash sensor. I'll leave it there just in case. I'm not going to cut it off because you never know. He still does have the factory steering wheel, so it's up to him. Yeah, same thing over here. This harness comes from the passenger side firewall behind the battery. I'm going to have to make this hole bigger, so it's going to come out and then just do a 90 into the inside of the fender, and I'm taking this one off obviously, but yeah, same thing. If anybody out there has a Harbor Freight electric ratchet, the battery power one, let me know how it is. I'm thinking about getting it. I'm on the fence of looking at the Milwaukee also, but for Milwaukee the ratchet alone is like $100. Same price as the Harbor Freight one that brings a battery and a charger, but for Milwaukee that's just the tool by itself, no batteries, no charger. And I looked at the package, 2 extra batteries is $100 more. Not even look at the charger because fuck that. I'm thinking about getting the Harbor Freight one. If you have one, let me know how you like it. Because having the air hose on this thing kind of sucks. It gets in the way. But it'll do for now. And I forgot, I have an electric impact from Makita, but I forgot it at my house, in my apartment. So I don't have it with me today. So that's why I'm kind of struggling today. Alright, progress report. Been about a couple hours. I removed fenders, obviously saw that last clip. I removed the windshield wipers and the cowling so I can get to that wiring harness that goes to the wiper motor. Goes through here. And I think this is it. No, that's the brake reservoir. Here it is. Wiper. I don't know how I'm going to do this because it just goes right there and it's kind of just like in the middle of everything. I don't know if I'm going to put it right back up there just to simplify things. I'm not looking for a show car, I just want to clean this up a lot. Anyways, delumed all the way up to the junction here, or the split. And I started deluming from here all the way down, labeled each plug. So now the next step for this side will be to enlarge this hole, feed the wiring harness through, and secure it up. at least get it to about right here, and then I can start figuring out how long I need to extend these plugs. So I haven't cut anything yet. All the plugs and wiring is still intact. I just took out the loom and the little random miscellaneous clips. Now I got to do the same thing on this side, which is it's gonna be even more tedious because I got this fuse box here, and there's just more stuff to dissect, and it's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass, but it has to be done. So here goes nothing. All right, so this is where I am. My plan is this fuse box I'm gonna keep here in the factory location. It's really too big to move it anywhere else. But all of this junk is gonna go underneath, and then the wiring that goes to the fuse box, I might have to make a little hole here and then come through that. Now, what's tripping me out is that the wiring for everything forward, like the headlights, the fog light, the corner light, the ABS, the horns, they tie in into the ECU junction, which is this split right here, and goes forward. I was really hoping it would just come straight from there to minimize the amount of wiring I would have to extend, but it's starting to look like worst case scenario. To overcome this obstacle, I might have to depin the fuse box and then feed the fuse box wiring through here, keeping everything down there, and the ECU plugs. I don't know how I'm gonna tackle that. I will figure it out. I just don't have a solution in my head yet. I'm still thinking about that. Now back to the passenger side. I started to somewhat untangle everything, because believe it or not, a wiring harness from the factory, when they wrap it up, it comes fucking tangled up like a hot mess. So this is what I got. So I just want to untangle it so I have each individual plug separated at this point, and then I have individual, like, see how the airbag, I have it all together straight from there, and these ABS plugs, which I'm gonna get rid of, actually go straight there, and these two headlight plug. Well, I see, like, I have a headlight plug here, and then this white one goes right in between it where the headlight plug is, and that's annoying me as fuck. So I want to I need to start learning how to actually depin Toyota connectors, so I can fix that, because it's bugging me. My OCD is getting to me on that. But however, that's where I'm at now. I don't know if I can continue any much longer today, because the mosquitoes are really fucking bad right now. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Comment below if you've done IS300 engine bay tuck. What did you do with your fuse boxes? And if any of you have any tips or know-how on how to depin these. Never done it before, but it's something that I'm willing to learn. Is there a special tool that I need or what? Anyways, yeah, that's where I'm at. I think I'm just going to wrap it up for today. Like I said, mosquitoes are way too bad. The weather's very gloomy right now, and it's humid as fuck. And I don't feel like being out here any much longer, so that's how she sits. I'm just going to take all the wires and just put them back in the engine bay and clean up this clutter, and head home for the day. And I might end this video here, might not, haven't decided yet. We'll see. Alright, catch you later.